Hello and welcome to Election 101 in 5 2.0. I am Samson Itodo. Election 101 in 5 is an initiative of Yaga Africa designed to make electoral knowledge simple, accessible, and useful for everyone. It is supported by the European Union under the EU Support to Democratic Governance in Nigeria program. So let's dive right into it. Imagine this. A political party has held its primaries, submitted its candidates list, and campaigns have already begun, and then the official list is released, and the candidates or candidates' names are missing from the list. What happens next? Here is what some Nigerians had to say when we asked them this question.
I think the obvious answer is C. C. Because you cannot declare somebody the winner when his name is not on the list.
I think C. It can be challenged by the INEC. Well, because if the candidate's name is cancelled, it should be from either the party's lapse or the INEC's lapses.
A. Because the candidate name is not in the list, so that means the election cannot.
Interesting responses, right? The law actually anticipates situations like this, and it sets out a clear process to handle them. In other words, the law anticipates there are cases where parties might remove the names of duly elected candidates from the list submitted to INEC. Section 32 of the Electoral Act 2026 explains how the official list of candidates is published and what political parties must do if something appears to go wrong. So what can be done? First, INEC is required to publish the full list of nominated candidates at least 60 days before the date of an election. This list is made public at designated INEC offices across the Federation and at INEC's website. At this stage, the public and political parties are expected to carefully review the list. Now, if a political party discovers that the name of its candidate is missing, the law does not leave room for confusion or assumptions. The party is expected to act quickly. Within 14 days of the publication of list, the political party must formally notify INEC in writing, and this notice must be signed by the chairman and the secretary of the party and supported with an affidavit. This is important because it ensures the complaint is official, is verified, and it is traceable. Once this is done properly, INEC can take steps to address the issue. However, the law is also very clear about responsibility. So if a political party fails to notify INEC within 14 days, that silence can later be used as a reason to invalidate the election or challenge the election. What this also means is if you notice a problem and you do not act within the time provided, the law may not excuse that delay later. So what this tells us is that elections are not only about voting day, but also about vigilance, about timelines, and attention to detail long before voters get to the polling unit. And that's Election 101 in 5. We'd love to hear from you. Do you think that candidates are allowed to withdraw closer to election dates, or there are other topics you'd want us to unpack in this show? Reach us through the handles clearly displayed on your screen. You can also catch this episode and other episodes on our YouTube channel at Yaga One. Also, join our WhatsApp channel for more election updates by searching for Yaga Africa on your WhatsApp channel tab. Thank you for watching. I am Samson Itodo. As always, remember, democracy is not won only on election day. It is won or lost in the primaries.